Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here. This is going to be my sort of wrap-up video for the show floor toys discussion of what we've seen over the past, I want to say 2 days, but it's really been a day because we got those kind of early looks. I'm not going to go too much over things I've already gone over in previous videos because a lot of it either I've already gone over images for or we've seen press images for. Just going to kind of go over some odds and end details we've gotten of things, some more images of things. And then what's going to happen after this is I'll probably do, this is going up Sunday morning, roughly, and I'll probably do like a news wrap-up Sunday evening, just talking about like comic news and show news and tidbits. And then I'm hopeful that there's some sort of teaser this week I'll be able to talk about. But that's the current video plan. I think I've kind of figured it out. I'm pretty sure all the toy reveals are done. If anything major breaks, I'll do it on its own video, but otherwise I'll include it in the wrap-up in the evening. But you know, we had already seen a look of the Lightning Collection. I've done like 15 bazillion videos on it in the last 12 hours. But we did get a couple nice like new promo shots of them when the official Power Rangers account tweeted them out. I'll put a few of them up on the side here. So you can just like go on their Twitter or wherever and see them. Like there's, you know, we've already seen them, but there's like funny images of like Doggy's head and stuff like that. And we got a press image for like the helmeted Lightning Collection Red Buster Beast Morphers Red, which is nice. So nothing too new there. You know, we'd already seen the Zords and press releases and stuff like that. Same thing with the figures, and I talked about those earlier, and like they still look good. Just for like some odds and ends, like we got to see a better look at the Ultra Zord. Credit to all these images goes to Toku Nation, by the way. I'll link in the description a link to their site, and if you just go right on the front page, all the news is there, and you can look at all these galleries as I'm talking or after I'm talking, before I'm talking. So they did a lot of great images, so you can see all of this. Well, that's another reason I wanted to do this video, is to sort of direct you to a place where you can just see like everything. Also, Ranger Command Power Hour's Twitter, I'll link you to there. They've been covering it because I'm going to be talking about a video that they made, so I'll link to that, and then you can just go on their Twitter too and scroll through. I mean, if you're watching this in the future, it'll probably have been a while, so it might take a while to find that if you're looking for it, but if you're watching this in the immediate future, that's where I'm talking about most of my stuff from. But yeah, we got better looks at the Ultra Zord, and I think it looks solid. We got a couple better looks at some of the like already together feature Megazords. They're doing one for him, and then just like the standard Megazord, which look, you know, fine. We got some better looks at some of the stuff like the weapons that we had seen like the press images for, but you know, we already knew about that. There's a really cool like, you know, piece of art that makes it sound super fancy, but like of the Red Ranger holding the blaster. So like most of those weapons we saw in those early press releases are actually going to be real. I mean, you know what I mean, like they're going to be in the show. Like we saw the figure of the 5-inch figure of the Red Ranger power-up holding the sword, because you know, we were unsure. We thought maybe some of them might kind of be like with Bandai, they'd have some original creations that were in the show, some that weren't. But there wasn't too much else new that like I hadn't already covered. But there was like a look at the Morpher. The packaging looks pretty cool. Like I said, Ranger Command Power Hour posted on their Twitter a couple videos of the sounds and the morphs and showing off, or some of the morph sounds. It's like voice activated, using the key. Again, I'll link to that so you can go watch that. But it looks pretty cool. I mean, we read all about it, so I already knew it was feature rich, which just sounds super cool. I mean, sounds, no pun intended. But you know, it's got voice activation, you know, regular sounds, and it's got motion activation and the different key recognitions. The voice, I'm like middle of the road on it right now. Like it sounds fine to me, but it's not like the coolest voice I've ever heard. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Cheetah Nick's voice and the second Go Busters voice they used, and the voice of the Battle Frontier Pokemon theme. It's like Pokemon, like that type of voice. But it looks like it's going to be a really cool toy. So definitely check that video or those videos out. The Playskool stuff, nothing else like too much that we didn't know about. We saw like the Wild Force one we already knew about. There is like a Terra Charge Megazord that we could kind of see from one of the pictures, but we got a better look at that. I already talked about the Rhino hybrid. It's like a hybrid between Wild Force Rhino and the Jungle Fury Rhino. We got a better look at some of the minifigures. I already kind of talked about those, but we see stuff like this buff Dragon Zord, and there's like a white Drago Ranger, which is super cool, and like a black Drago Zord, like literally the Zord from Dino Thunder. I always do that. And there's like a super skinny sledge, but so, you know, if you go on the galleries, you'll see they're just doing a ton of minifigures from all the different seasons, as I mentioned previously. The micro Morphers are also those little like mini collectible figures. They're also doing those from all kinds of different seasons. They have, you know, ones from Beast Morphers, ones from MMPR, ones from other seasons. You get the Beast Bots. There's also some like clear variants and stuff like that there. But yeah, there wasn't too much new. Like it's kind of funny, between the press releases and the like leaked photos from yesterday, we got to see pretty much like the most important stuff. And there was just kind of little odds and ends we got to see today, but I wanted to cover that and direct you again to those two places I'll link, and you can look at all the images if you didn't know where to look for them or anything like that. As I said, tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I'm filming this on Saturday, but it's going up Sunday morning. But I will do a video like that kind of just wraps up the general news, about talking a little about the comic, a little bit about some of the show information we learned, a little bit more about the toys, and if anything else happens to crop up in the next 24 hours. Again, if there's something super significant, I'll do its own video if it warrants it, but I'll probably just throw any little tidbits in that video. And let's, you know, fingers crossed we'll get some sort of teaser for Beast Morphers. They were showing a video on a loop at the convention center, and like Power Rangers Now and stuff posted it, but I didn't want to do a video for basically somebody recording a screen like it's a 2006 YouTube video. Like, I want to wait till we actually get it released to us before I do a breakdown, because you can't even hear anything from it. So we have to get something soon. The show premieres in 2 weeks. But anyway, that's about it. Thanks for everyone for following my coverage. Hopefully it was somewhat helpful. I mean, I'm saying that was the last video. There's at least 2 more videos happening, or 1 more video. But sorry I had to look at my face. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications for all my Power Rangers news and toy reviews. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.